What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So here we are in the Jake Paul saga. We have now officially gone from IBF heavyweight champion Daniel Dubois to I Am Speed, or I Show Speed? I Show Speed. Sorry. I was thinking about that movie Cars with Lightning McQueen, I Am Speed. It just goes to show you. We're here, then we're there. First, he's talking about fighting a legitimate IBF heavyweight champion, Daniel Dubois. He's accepted the challenge, right? Now, 2 days later, I'm seeing headlines that he's agreed to a fight with I Show Speed, a 19-year-old streamer that cannot box whatsoever. And that's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to watch a video of I Show Speed with boxing gloves on. We're going to rate how shitty he is, because he is. And then we're going to look at, I'm going to show you a video of my 18-year-old son. My 18-year-old son would beat the shit out of I Show Speed, okay? And I would beat the shit out of I Show Speed. But this is Jake Paul's next big challenge. How do we go from IBF heavyweight champ Daniel Dubois to a 170-pound 19-year-old streamer that can't even box? Guys, come on. You have to see what's going on here. I'm going to make sure that people see what is going on here. So without further ado, I don't want to step on the video too much. Let's look at I Show Speed's boxing content.
Body shot, kid. Body shot, kid. Yes, very good, very good. Right, the back. Holding. One time head, one time back. Very good. Good job.
Do you see how he was throwing his punches? This is Jake Paul's next big challenger, guys. Come here. It's my 18-month-old son. He could beat the brakes off of I Show Speed. Okay? And who is this guy he's going up against? This guy has obviously never put on a pair of boxing gloves in his entire existence. How do we go from IBF heavyweight champion Daniel Dubois to this kid? Just asking. It's a fair question. Let's read a little bit of this article. Streamer I Show Speed has provided an update on a potential boxing clash against Jake Paul. Paul recently defeated heavyweight legend Mike Tyson, an almost 60-year-old man, I might add, via unanimous decision, and is already on the lookout for his next opponent. The bout in Arlington, Texas, last week attracted an audience of 60 million on Netflix. Blah, 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 blah. Iron Mike, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it talks on about this. Keep going, keep going. Speed stated that if he had 6 months to train, he would knock him out, referring to Jake Paul, in the 5th or the 6th round. Why not the 1st, bro? You're so skilled. Why not the 1st? I will fight Jake Paul in 2025. It will probably be near like GTA 6, he explained, while referring to the upcoming release of the hit video game. He added, I feel like I could beat Jake Paul, though. We will fight. Paul responded to Speed's initial statement on social media saying Speed knows better. My guy was just playing for sure. However, the co-founder of Most Valuable Promotions, Nakisa Bedarian, appeared to offer Speed a deal. This is quotes. Tell him I have 10 million euros for him right now. If he signs this week and beats Jake, he gets an extra 10 million. Put your money where your fame is, he said. While it may be a long way from confirmed, it's a match that would attract a huge amount of attention given both of their followings. So if Paul's thinking money, then a fight against Speed is the way to go. What is it going to take for people to be able to see what Jake Paul's MO is? Now, I'm a 48-year-old man. I would beat the out of IShowSpeed. Okay? If you think for 1 second that Jake Paul did not discuss this with his manager, and those two together collectively came up with this, oh, if he'll fight him next week, I'll pay him $10 million, and then $10 million if he wins. They sat and watched the footage of the kid doing this, throwing punches with his head down. He has absolutely no skills whatsoever. Jake Paul's initial reaction was, oh, he must be playing. But he has name value. He's a very famous kid with a ton of social media following. Jake Paul sits down with his fight promoter, with his manager afterwards. They watch this kid's highlights and they're like, okay, all right. Let's tell him if he'll do it now, he's got his chance. We could do it next week. Why do you think they said that? He doesn't even want to give this kid, IShowSpeed, a chance to train, a chance to get a training camp. He wants him to come in there and get his ass handed to him like everyone else that gets in the ring with Jake Paul does. He don't want to give him a chance to get a training camp. Even though Jake Paul's literally just coming off of one. Jake Paul's walking around at 220-something pounds right now. This kid's got to be a $165 at best. I mean, anyway, next I'm going to show you a video I did of my 18-year-old son. This was actually done last year when he was 17, so he's actually bigger and better than this now. My 18-year-old son would beat the brakes off of IShowSpeed. I would rather see my 18-year-old son Hayden up against Jake Paul any day before IShowSpeed. Now again, my son edits videos on TikTok. He's got about 33,000 followers on TikTok. Not too bad, not too shabby, but he doesn't have a huge social media presence. Jake Paul would never chance getting beat by someone like this right here. So that's my 18-year-old son. My 18-year-old son would actually beat the out of IShowSpeed, okay? He'd probably beat the out of Jake Paul if he had a training camp and gained maybe 20 pounds of muscle. I mean, but Jake Paul doesn't want that smoke. He doesn't want to take that sort of risk, all right? My kid doesn't have 30 million eyes on him, okay? And Jake Paul always stacks the deck in his favor, fighting people who have the name value for the maximum amount of eyes, meaning money, okay? And he also wants that person to not have any legitimate fighting skills. My son doesn't have the following, and he also can kick some ass. This is the kind of kid Jake Paul would never mess with. But hey, if you guys want to share it, get it to Jake Paul, get my son Hayden up there. I just thought all this was funny, guys. It is just such typical Jake Paul. You think one moment that he's accepted a challenge from IBF heavyweight champion Daniel Dubois, and then all of a sudden, oh darn, well, the IBF won't allow that because they have these rules. The champions can't fight anyone outside of the top 15. And all I fought was, retired UFC fighters and a 60-year-old Mike Tyson. So, I'm not top 15. Damn it. Guess I can't fight Daniel Dubois. They're lucky. I was going to kick his ass. And then 2 days later, I show speed. Sorry. He may show speed, but he damn sure doesn't show any technique. I'm just saying. I thought this was funny. Kind of had to put it out there. Share if you want to. I know for a fact that my son would take on Jake Paul or IShowSpeed. Either one. He'd be willing. I know he would. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below. Let me know what you think of this typical Jake Paul behavior. You guys have a good day. Peace.